No fucking way.
Oh my god.
Did I buy a dead motherboard? We built this PC for the first time in our lives. This is our first PC we built together. So let me go part by part, and I'm going to be popping the prices for you. And I'm also going to give you a full summary of everything I spent on this PC and how much you need to build a PC in Kenya. So first of all, let me show you the motherboard I went with. It's an Asrock B550M Pro SE, which is for AMD, okay? Ukianza build PC, just don't buy stuff without knowing what they are compatible with. So this motherboard in particular is only compatible with AM4 AMD processors. So AM5 processors from AMD will not work on it, and any Intel processor will not work on this motherboard. So if you are trying to copy my build, you can. I'm going to pop links if you want in the description, but that's for you to decide. The next thing that you need is a CPU. The CPU of choice I went with was the Ryzen 5 5600X, 6 cores, 12 threads processor. And the reason why I opted for this processor is because this is the goated AM4 processor. Like, if you are a PC builder and you're a PC enthusiast, you know what I'm talking about. The Ryzen 5 5600 and the 5600X are unbeatable in this price range, because mine, I bought it for around $80. I'm going to convert it for you, how much money I paid in Kenyan shillings. The next thing that you need after having the motherboard and the CPU is RAM. The RAM of choice I went with was the Timetic Pinnacle 32 gigabytes, 3600 megahertz, and a CL timing of 18. The SSD is an SSD that I was using on my previous PC. It's from Crucial. It's the Crucial P3 Plus, if I'm not wrong, 500 GB. That's not enough for me, but I'm going to upgrade it in the future, because the good thing of having a custom PC, you can upgrade anything that you want in the near future if you want to. The next thing you need, because my processor, I bought it from AliExpress, and if you buy it from AliExpress, most of the time they do not come shipped with a cooler. So I had to go and buy a cooler for the CPU. And the cooler of choice I went with was the ID cooling. I don't know the other letters because I'm just doing this freestyle right now. So, but I'm going to show you B-rolls of the cooler I'm talking about. Powering everything in this PC is the Segotep GN 650 watts power supply. The only reason why I went with this power supply is because, first of all, it's 80 plus gold, and it's also rated tier C in the PSU tier list. And in case of any future upgrades, I am very sure this power supply is more than capable to power any future upgrades. And when I was doing the research for a case in Kenya, most of them were very expensive, and if they came with fans, they were extremely expensive, and the fans were connected through a Molex connector. And if you know anything about PCs, a Molex connector makes your fans run at its maximum speeds, and I did not want that. I wanted to customize how fast I wanted my fans to spin, so I had to go and buy separate fans, because I was looking for a case which didn't come with any fans. And the fans I went with was the Thermalright fans. I don't know their names, but they come in a pack of 5, and I bought them for around, I think it was $17, which is extremely cheap, because one fan in Kenya goes for around 1,000 shillings, which is extremely expensive. If I was to buy 5 fans in Kenya, I would have spent more than 5,000 shillings. And if you check how much I have paid for these fans, it comes to around something like 2,000, which is extremely cheap in my opinion, and that's a steal. But the case hunt started, and I kid you not, I did research after research after research before I came to this company which sold me the PC case. So the PC case I went with was coming to around 7,500 Kenyan shillings, had 0 fans, which was very good in my opinion, because I wanted a case which did not come with any fans, and the fact that I was paying 7,500 shillings was a steal in my opinion, because I told you, if you buy a case from abroad, you're going to buy it for extremely cheap, for around $70, $50, but the amount of shipping fee you're going to pay is ridiculous, because I checked on Amazon. The shipping was coming to around $155, and I did not have that courtesy to spend all that money for shipping just for a case. I was just looking for any white case that can work with my PC build because all my components, as you have seen, they are in white. Now, this is a very controversial pick, and I'm sure once I show you the GPU of choice I've gone with, most of you are going to crash out. So the GPU I have decided to go with is a GPU that was given to me for free by my friend Panther. He has an Nvidia RTX 5060 and he had another GPU which is a Quadro P2200. I know it's not a very good GPU, but because my processor did not have any integrated graphics, I needed something to run the graphics with. Because as you all know, I am still saving up for my GPU. So if you want to toss anything, the till number is always open. You can support me. How much money you want to spoil me with, it's according to you. My goal is to go and purchase the RTX 5060 Ti 16GB. Once I have that PC, I'll be untouchable, I'll be unbeatable, I'll be the most vicious gamer in Kenya. None of you will have anything on me. But for now, the P2200 Quadro processor from Nvidia will have to do. Not processor, the GPU will have to do for this build. It's just a GPU to run my graphics and also to edit and stream because it's a good GPU. It has 5GB VRAM. Anyway, with all that said, let me now give you a montage or something on how I was able to build this PC with my friend Panther. So first thing you need is your motherboard. So you take your motherboard out of the box and you place it on top of the box because you have to prevent something called static, because there's static energy. If you build too much static energy in your body and you touch the PC components, you might actually spoil them. After you take your motherboard out of the box, the next thing you need to install is your processor. So you need to line up the triangle on your processor with the triangle on your motherboard, because if you don't, your processor won't work and I don't think it will actually fit. So you have to put that into mind. The next thing you need to do is to install your RAM. So when you're installing the RAM into the motherboard, there's only one configuration you need if you're installing two sets of RAM. So you need to use slots B2 and A2. B2 and A2, those are the two slots you need so that your RAM can run in dual channel. I don't know why, but that's what the PC builders will tell you. After installing the RAM, the next thing you need to install is your SSD. So I took out my SSD from my previous PC. This is the SSD that had my Windows operating system, and it also had all my files and everything that I needed to stream with, my OBS, my DaVinci, my Photoshop. I didn't want to buy a brand new SSD and start installing everything from scratch. So I just switched it from one PC to the other and sold the other PC. After installing the SSD, I went ahead and prepared the installation of my cooler. So one thing you did when you're installing on the AM4 platform or AM5, on the motherboard it comes shipped with the mounting points of coolers, but most manufacturers who manufacture separate tower coolers or AIOs, they do not use the provided installation brackets that come with the motherboard. So you have to take them out. After you take the bracket that came shipped with the motherboard, you need to take the red AMD mounting spacers and mount them on your motherboard. After that, you need to take the two metal brackets that come shipped with your cooler, okay, and install them on the washers in the orientation that you're seeing right now. Because if you orient them in a different way, it won't work. After you're done mounting the brackets on top of the motherboard, you need to take out your thermal paste, okay? That's very key. You need to take out your thermal paste and you need to do a pea-sized amount on your processor so that it can run cool, all right? If you're getting what I am saying. And you need to line your cooler. But before you mount your cooler, you need to take out the protective film that is on the bottom of your heatsink, because if you don't, utaanza kusikia maarufu funny. After you take the protective film out, you need to align it on top of this processor, and you need to be very careful how you mount it. So it comes spring loaded, so you need to tie one side, tie the other side, crisscross formation or whatever. I don't have the English terminologies to explain what I am doing, but as long as you can see, that's all you need to do. All right, after you're done installing the cooler, now you can place everything that you've installed so far on your case. And that's where we take out the case. You place your motherboard into the case, but I messed up. I placed the motherboard, but I had forgotten to mount the fans. So I had to take out the motherboard first, mount the fans, which was the hardest thing about this PC build. I kid you not. It took us over 30 minutes to thread. I don't know why manufacturers cannot thread the fans for us. So the next thing that I needed to do was actually install my power supply. So we did the unboxing of the power supply, took it out, installed the power supply into the case, and started now doing the most egregious part, cabling everything. This was actually so scary. I did not want to mess up anything, but because we were two of us, you know, two brains are better than one. We were able to do everything. We installed every cable, and the moment of truth came for us to see if it's going to turn on or we just wasted our time. And if I wasted over 50,000 Kenyan shillings on this PC, I'm going to show you my first time reaction of trying to power on this PC.
Do it. Nah, I can see you're not pressing the power button, bro. Do it.
Okay, let's go. No fucking way.
Oh my god.
Karma is a bitch.
Bro, niambie connect. Bro, niambie everything is connected. Niambie everything is connected. Tell me everything is connected. Yo, can I just end this video? Yo, can I turn on? Yo, can I save this video?
Hold on.
Yo, can I save this video?
Hold on.
Fucking hell, bro. I don't know. Yeah, let's go sleep, bro. Okay. Oh, my loving. That was 6 hours, bro.
This is where everything went south. For some weird reason, the PC was not posting, the PC was not turning on. So I started asking myself, did I buy a dead motherboard? Because that was the only explanation that was coming to my mind. Maybe I bought a dead motherboard and I didn't know if the other components were actually working. So I was in confused mode, because if the processor had a problem, the fans were supposed to turn on, but the fans were also not turning on. So it can't be everything I have bought was wrong. So I was pointing fingers on the motherboard and I was trying to tell my friend Panther, what if it's the motherboard which is dead? So he gives me this idea. Let's try and power on the PC using a tester and bridge those two connection points where the power switch goes on. So he comes with this idea. Let's try and bridge them and see if it's going to turn on. So we go on YouTube and watch a tutorial, but at this point I had given up. I was actually so confused because I was imagining all the amount of money and all the time and energy I have used up to this point for everything to go wrong. I was like, bro, stop recording the video. But lucky for us, my friend was streaming the whole reaction on his TikTok live, and I've been able to get the clip for you. But because my hands were so shaking, as I will show you in the video, I was like, bro, I cannot do it. I am too scared. Take it and you do it yourself, because I am so shaking right now and I'm also so frustrated. So I'm gonna show you the first time reaction of us trying the bridging method.
Power supply on, everything. Huh? Huh?
I'm shaking, bro.
Yeah. Which one? I didn't fall. This one and this one.
Yeah, this one Billy.
Oh my god. Oh my days. No way. No fucking way. Haina shida bro. Hizo ni wires zimeingia kwa fan. Ni wires zimeingia kwa fan. Angalia maybe ni nyuma. Oh my days. Oh. Oh my days, bro. Fucking hell. Oh my god. I mean, bro, that was the last chance. There's no way, man. Like, there's just no way. Oh my
Hold on,
days.
there's no picture. There's no picture yet.
There's no way.
We're in.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
That was actually our first try bridging it, but it did not answer why it did not turn on when I pressed the power button. Turns out I am a dummy because this is my first PC. I didn't put the connector for the power switch correctly. So that's why it wasn't posting and that's why it wasn't turning on. That's what she said. The PC had nothing wrong. It's just me, the rookie I am. I installed the wrong configuration of the power switch. So that's the PC build. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. What do you think about this video? Najua today mechoka na mimi kuongea kizungu. I apologize in advance for my lazy ass English. I know this is not the best, but I had to do this video. I know I still don't have the perfect graphics card for this PC. The graphics card into this PC is actually the bottleneck of my PC, but after I save up, I'm going to buy the RTX 5060 Ti, and none of you will talk shit about my PC, but that's the PC for you. The total amount of money I used to purchase all the parts for this PC is coming to around 56,449.52 cents. And also I had to pay for the shipping fee for everything, and the total amount I spent on shipping for this build is 14,827.79, which adds up to a total of 71,277.31 cents. So that's the total amount of money. And also I'm going to spend more money when I purchase the RTX 5060 Ti. That total will go to up to something like 130,000. So if you're trying to build a PC, you'll need roughly around 130,000 Kenyan shillings to be able to have the PC that I am currently having today. If you decide to go for AM5, you're going to spend more money because AM5 is more expensive than AM4, but that is the latest platform. But for what I use my PC for, I think this is more than enough when I finally buy the perfect graphics card. So it's a win-win at the end of the day. I can't complain much. I know I've been missing in action for 2 weeks now, but I am back and better, and I have a PC. And with that said, I don't want to make this video too long. It's been too long as it is. So all I'll say is, I am Vigilante, the hero that nobody wants, but I'm the villain all these PC builders in Kenya need. Now I'm actually a tech guru. The vigilante mob is taking over. And that's it. Peace out.